I've helped onboard so many people into the NFT space in the past year and a half and stuff. The first thing that I tell people is once you get into Web3, you have to change your online habits. There's no more like clicking any links or just, I'm curious or, just you can't click links anymore, right? And first thing I tell them is to buy a leather book that will last them many years and go one by one. And it takes a long time. It took me 2 weeks, but go one by one with every single account that you have on the internet and change your password to something that you will not be able to remember. Like I have this leather book and I can't log into anything if I don't have it, right? Then it's really don't ever click on a link or reply to somebody who sends you a link on DMs on Twitter or Discord. Stop take off your DMs on Discords if they don't send you a friend request, and before you accept that friend request, really go and try to find them on Twitter, find a history of them. And it's really it's hard to say, everybody says do your own research, but it's hard to. So at a certain point, just make connection into the space, on Discords, on Twitter, and see if, this account is following, each other. And like you were saying earlier, MetaMask is, upgrading their security level. So obviously that's going to help. But, number one rule, don't click links. If you can afford to have a separate device, to browse Web3, then to browse, regular internet, do it. If not, have different browsers, like have your MetaMask on, Firefox or Brave, and then, browse the internet on Google. That would be, my biggest advice.
I love that. I love that. Definitely slowing down and not buying into the FOMO. And if somebody sends you a DM or something, not just instantaneously, oh, let me go check this out. I love
exactly.
that. Just slow down and, okay, who is this actually coming from, first of all, before you do anything? So I appreciate that. It's always good to get different perspectives of security and just rehash. I definitely took a couple notes there on everything that you've said today, not just only the security. But one final thought before we have a little closing fun. I always ask guests this their first time on the show, and let me tell you, nerves or not, you've absolutely killed it today. Amazing episode, young lady. You've done a great job. But I always ask guests this because, the people I associate with, they've been through stuff, right? I've been through a lot in life. There's many members of the Diamond Hand fam that have been through a lot in life, and more notably, a lot of adversity. And what I can say about them and what I know about you is you've stood on the battlefield of that, stood on the battlefield of life. And when those arrows of adversity are flying at you, you choose to reach up and grab them and break them over your knee and see how much stronger you can become instead of just letting them pierce you through and kill you. So when somebody chasing a dream or a passion or wanting to break into Web3 or start a business or whatever the case might be, someone in that phase or just simply somebody battling adversity right now, just a human being battling adversity, what is your number one piece of advice to somebody just chasing that dream or passion?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, the correct word, it's a battle. So I would say, don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Don't be afraid to take a break. Just be constant, right? Come back day after day. But when it gets overwhelming, when it gets too much, it's important to, try to have people around you for moral support. And it's okay to take a break. It's okay to feel down. It's okay to feel like, we're now going to make it. But just at the end of it, just come back. Don't give up. Don't give up and take the time you need. Take a break. Step out, touch some grass, which is something, that's been said a lot in the space lately, because especially in Web3, this space is addictive and it's constant. It's 24/7. It's impossible to keep up with everything. And even though, like I was saying, I feel like Twitter is a medium of instant information, you will see that in 24 hours, like 1 week in the NFT space, it feels like a month in real life. So don't be afraid to take a break, try to like balance out your love time with your loved one, your family, and time with like online friends. So no, don't give up, but don't be afraid to step out a little bit. And it's okay, NFTs are here to stay. If you have a passion, a goal, it's gonna happen one day, and you never know. Connections can be made every day and just become open a door like 6 months, 10 years down the line. Just to always try to be nice. If you can help people, help out. You never know when those people are going to be able to help you out too.
Love that. Whew! Good stuff. That's why I always ask that question, because that got me chilled. Ooh, that was a good one. That was good stuff. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable, and just reach out and keep going. Just jump. I say it all the time. You stand on that cliff's edge, and nobody's gonna kick you in the ass and push you over that cliff. Sometimes you just got to jump and hope those wings work some way on the way down. Maybe you'll learn how to fly sometime. I haven't splatted on the bottom of a canyon yet when doing that jump, but we'll see. Who knows?